gun blaster, Smith & Wesson. These can run about 280 FPS out the box. I've put a Japanese 600 FPS Airsoft spring into it. So we don't have a Crony at the moment, but I imagine it's rather high in the FPS. This one is standard retractable stock that I've taken from a M249 machine gun, I think, because it's got a bit of a cheek riser. Standard pump action, but this one is really a lot harder to pump because it's been upgraded. I would dare say we want to do. Yeah, it's still the gel balls seem to have dried out that we've left in there since the last battle, but you do get the point. Yeah. And
now, how do you? What sort of situations would you be using this in?
Well, this is mainly close quarters. Probably mainly used as a primary with a submachine gun as a side or a pistol. You could carry it with a main rifle as well and just switch to this for CQB. But these things are extremely powerful. Even though it has a limited ammo cap, you tend to get good kills. So as a primary.
Fantastic. And how do you find firing the weapon compared to, say, your submachine gun?
Well, obviously there's much. Yeah, there's a lot more action that's involved, and you only get one shot on that pump. So it is a slower rate of fire, but then you got more firepower technically because you're shooting a few at a time, and this has got probably 30-50% more power than the MP5 as well. So you're really going to pwn your target, not just annoy them with your high fire rate.
Now, how common is it to find other people on the battlefield with a shotgun in CQB?
I'm not even sure. These have only been in for a few months, so I haven't seen anyone in video using them yet. But I imagine people have bought hundreds and hundreds of them, so they must be using them.
Yeah,
they are great. So
fantastic.
I'll just show the loading.
Oh, yeah. Yes, let's see the loading procedure.
So yeah, for loading, you just open up your little cap here and use a drop loader to fill up this chamber there, and they'll fall down into your chamber. So, and then obviously that will load them in there.
And here we have my M4, or as I call her, Betsy, which is old and reliable. From the back up, we've got a full custom stock that my mate Smithy made out of a sectionate tube. And we've got the whole thing's running on I think it's an 11.1 volt lithium ion pack from a drill. Because yeah, I like to. It works well and it lasts all day. And there's much less risk of it catching fire or any of that kind of charging dramas or any of that, because it just fits back into the actual charging plug still. Then the stock's removable still. It's been a while since I've run it without a stock. Bit of padding, cheap padding there, it's just a bit of foam stuck on there. It's got a pin here for a single point attachment for a harness.
For a harness, brilliant.
And because it's into the actual thicker tubing around the buffer tube, you've got no chance of it cracking and breaking out like it often does with other attachment points for a harness.
Great point. And
then I've got some flip up sights along the top and front. I'll demonstrate quickly so they flick up. I've got a drum that's secured in there permanently at the moment with a screw just here. That stops it coming out. Something that happens to me. The front grip I've got here is from an old Nerf blaster. That just works really well, and it works well with what is called a modified C grip, I believe is the technical term. And then with an aluminium barrel on the internals. Oh, hang on. I'll just finish here with this little light and laser attachment. Not something that's necessary, but pretty tactical. And a little custom on-off switch for it there. Pressure pad that my mate Smithy built out of bits and pieces. As you can see here, we've done some experimentation with the feed rate and found it works just fine with that without too much adjusting or modification. He's put a metal trigger in there, which gives it a nice clean trigger pull. It's got a aluminium barrel, a nylon gearbox with metal gears, and I'm not too sure on the millimetre diameter of the spring, a 1.3. I think it's a bit
more than that.
Maybe a little bit more than that. Not too sure. Not so much that you're not getting any. You're still getting decent accuracy with the hopper and full engagement. And I've had this for about 2 years now, and I bought that second hand.
Wow, that's super reliable.
Yeah, it's lasted quite a long time, and that's not only to the way it was put together by the person I bought it off. Big shout out to you if you remember who you are, or remember who I am. Yeah, definitely. Well, with something like this, it's mainly carried as a primary, so it's something they're going to use most often at distances as far as you can get out to, 30 metres sometimes, 40. I've heard of 55 being reached. I've seen some amazing things, but yet to reproduce them. One of the downsides of it, I guess, is its lack of accuracy because it's got a larger spring in it and it's pushing them out a little bit harder and faster. So you end up with a less consistent grouping.
The magazine, that's probably one of the first things that people see. What sort of magazine is that, and is that the stock magazine that came with it?
Yeah, this is not a stock magazine. It did come with this when I purchased it. It also came with 2 what they call stick magazines,
yes,
which are much thinner and a lot easier to carry around.
But don't have the capacity.
Yeah, exactly. These have 450 round capacity or something like that, while I think the mags are about 200. Often in a game I'll get hit before I run the drum empty anyway.
Oh, so you're not wasting time reloading?
Yeah, I'll do that while I respawn. So you get hit, you go back to a respawn point.
And what are some of the looks you get on the battlefield when you bring out this particular weapon and rifle?
Oh, because of little things like the drum being fixed and the dust cover being closed and no charging handle and lack of a safety and the custom stock, they think it's something that's been a little bit abused, possibly, but and sort of
they may be underestimated.
Oh, it's always underestimated. That's one of the beauties of it, and that's why I call her Betsy, because she's old, she's ugly, she's reliable, and she loves it.